and let me know if it works.
Wait, give me a second. All right.
Because we should be live now.
The page isn't available. Sorry about that.
Trevor, are you getting the same thing?
How did you send it? Text?
Text
Yeah.
message.
Look.
Try now. Still
Page
the
is
same
not
thing.
available.
I got a 404 error, David.
Awesome. Okay, hold on. So I gotta go to YouTube's, and I gotta go to myself, and I gotta go to my channel, and I gotta go to the live link, and I gotta copy that, and I can hear myself, and then I'm gonna go to myself, and I'm gonna compose an email to myself. I'm gonna send that email to myself.
Trevor, I just looked at the markets. I didn't know it crashed another 500 today.
I just
Yeah,
accidentally opened
right after I bought
Spotify.
it.
Fuck me.
I bought shit at like noon and then it just fucking dumped. Look at an hour over hour of it.
Oh my god. What happened? Did Powell come on at 3?
No, it came on earlier in the day, I thought.
It holds until 2, and then it sinks down at 2:15, rises back at 3, and then just plummets at the bell.
Okay, tell me if that link takes you to it.
All right. What the fuck is going on? All right, David. Let's see what you got here, Buster.
Let's see if it's
This
us.
seems... Alright, we're in.
Okay. All right, then we're back. Welcome to Pongo's League of Dude podcast. This is week 2 featuring the generic last name team, Sean Smith and Trevor Johnson. Sean is drinking what appears to be a Michelob Ultra. I just killed a bug. I'm sick.
Did you text this link to everyone?
No. Fuck.
David, it's all right. It's all right.
You know how much stuff I have to deal with to make this thing work?
Yeah.
We need
All right.
to hire you an intern, buddy, for next season.
Yeah, I need a personal assistant.
We can get you a PA.
Yeah. And it should be Alec. So fun fact, after you sent that Snapchat about the UND golf auction thing, I was going to have the segment of the week be us talking about how Alec would disappoint each of the women. But I thought that would get me fired because it's technically like UND, and I was like, I probably
I'm not sure I want that on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hang on. Which one do I have to mute, David? I feel like I can hear I can hear second one in the back.
Mute the live stream and keep us up.
Okay.
The live stream, all it's going to be is like a 5-second delay on the slides. That's all.
Can you turn your phone sideways, Sean?
He's doing it sideways.
There we go.
Oh my god, do you see how quickly the quality increased when he did that?
Yeah.
Sean
It's
went from
weird for
480p to 1080 in
It's okay. It looks
half a
way
second. Yeah.
Uh,
All right. Well,
Am I
welcome
in the
everybody. This time for real to Pongo's League of Doom podcast, week 2. Once again, the generic last name gang, aka the Eagle Creek Golf Squad. Trevor, I know you have some good memories from that. I don't, but that's okay. Hope there's some people in the chat. The ticker is again working. You guys' names are much shorter this week or this year, except for Alec. Alec, please God, change your name. It's too long. There's too much going on, and it takes up too much space. Buck, you're doing a great job. We love that. 4 letters, real easy, makes it great. Sean flexing the wedding ring in the camera. Shots at Alec. All right. It's week 2. It was a kind of a down week for fantasy, except for if you had the Ravens or the Dolphins. Then it was fucking crazy. So we'll get into the brief recap where I got beat by Mitch in the game of the week with the WEAK. Bet continues to go crazy. Muck Fike, is that you, Trevor?
No.
That's me.
Oh, that's Sean. Okay, Sean, you won against Eric. Eric is struggling. Shocking.
Eric's renounced his team like 3 times. He said he's not playing anymore. He said he's quit. He's pulling the Buck shit right now, trying to get the sympathy W's again. So Eric said he's not going to start a team, do his lineup. So
He told me by week 7 he'll be back to average.
oh wow, conflicting reports.
That's important. I mean, he did spend a lot on the waiver this week, which we'll talk about later.
I think it's more because his players will be back to healthy and out of suspension.
That would be nice. That would help him.
Well, he had a chance to get rid of Hopkins today, but didn't take it.
Oh, really? Trades are flying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Aaron O gets his casual 166, which I think in this league he's averaging. And then a kind of a hot game against the Liberals, Mike and Bocek, which scored a lot of points, but Mike continues to fall ass backwards into some W's. And I get him this week, so I'm nervous. Anything to talk about with the recap other than how sad Mitch and I's game was and how interesting the rest of it was?
I could have swore, I'm not trying to be an ass, David. I know you got to take a shot, but I thought the lowest scoring game had to take a shot, too. I thought that was a new rule.
I don't think so. I thought it was just the dumpster fire and biggest blowout. I was going to do a team of the week, like the bit highest scoring has to take a shot because they need the handicap, but I'm not the commissioner. I am Richard Murdoch. I run Fox News. You guys are the politicians. So,
as far as I know, there's no worst game of the week.
No.
Oh, be fun. Be fun.
I mean, it would be fun.
Maybe next year, if we're really trying to start drinking daily, then we can make that happen.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
Fun fact, every week that Beck and I play each other, we do a gentleman's via text where if one of us are dumpster fire, then the other one also commits to taking a dumpster fire shot alongside. It's every week. It's been going for like 2 years now, where just on like Wednesday night we'll text each other, Thursday night we'll text each other and say that we're in it together, and then that way all weekend we're just rooting for each other to not be dumpster fire. It's like the most polite.
That's nice.
Sunday of
Yeah,
them all.
that's the most wholesome interaction I've heard about this league ever.
Yeah.
So that, other than the unanimous love of Aaron O, that's the most wholesome thing I've heard
It's, like,
so far.
it's running on like multiple years of Beck and I doing that now.
Wow. Well,
That's sweet.
Let it be known that while the world may go into turmoil, Buck and Trevor can get along during fantasy season.
Yep.
Yeah, they'll hug it out and be happy together.
Cheers to that, brother.
Hey, cheers to that. And we'll get to the standings where, the likely suspects are top 3. Aaron O and Mitch are top 2. And who is that snuck in there? It's Buck.
Good for Buck. He'll explode by week 6. Give him time.
Mitch has the 9th highest scoring team, and he's in second place. So that's an interesting stat.
Let's see. Who did he play in week 1? Let me look.
He got a casual,
he
easy
played
dub.
Bocek. Yeah, Bocek hung 109, and then you just hung 92. So it happens.
Yeah. So Mitch, I heard someone won the Mega Millions today, but I heard there's still one more winner. So maybe get yourself to a gas station. Let's hear those lottery numbers, brother.
Mm-hmm. Heard they sell sushi there, Mitch.
Yeah, it should be nice. The middle of the pack is the middle of the pack. Not a lot of interest. Not super interesting, except Mike's getting a bunch of points put up on him. And Alec is getting absolutely paced by the league right now, and we love that. Eric has spent down to $69 in waiver wires, which is nice, if I do say so myself. I'm at 65, and Trevor, you are at 62. So we're big spenders early. And we'll talk about the waiver in a minute. But the shot of the week, the biggest blowout is Alec. It was a close. I think another team was 34. But his defense and special teams scored 4 points. So maybe look into a different experts rank to pick that. And I'm pretty sure this is the only time anyone's gotten biggest blowout while they had someone score 40 points. Almost every time you score 40 points, you're getting a W. Alec, you managed to put together a team that is so bad, a 40-point score didn't even get you a win. So congrats,
is he
buddy.
putting up points?
No, he put up like, I think 128 or something like that. He just got beat by Aaron O or something.
Oh, wow. He's almost got 300 rung against him. Ooh, that's a rough go to start.
He's getting owned. And then it's me, and I'm going to take my shot live on the podcast with my Goofy from Disneyland Snapchat because my team was goofy this week.
I love that.
They were struggling. I had a half gallon of tequila here.
Ugh.
I thought about trying to finish the whole.
Put it in the camera.
I thought about trying to finish the whole thing live on the podcast. Here's the shot. Is that full enough?
Top it off. Jeez,
Use the Kilroy shot glass.
All right,
there you go.
It's pooling. This is for
sure
me.
It's not just brown water.
No, it's Pepsi.
Watered down, iced down Pepsi.
I thought about bringing the receipt to prove that it's real. I bought it from Kroger today. I was the only person under 100 this week. I made fun of Alec last week for that, so you can shit on me all week for that. My Baltimore defense, I thought was fucking rolling when they had a kick return for a touchdown on the first play of the game, and I was like, I'm gonna win. And then they went from 22 points at one point to 8 at the end after Miami just fucking Tua said, fuck it, Tyreek down there somewhere. And Mike Evans has too much dog in him, and he tried to fight what's his name? Lattimore. Which I respect, and I think if you get ejected from a game, your team should get an automatic 10 points because you're swag and you fight kids, but that's okay.
Would the 10 points made a difference for you, David?
Yeah, I would have won.
No, you wouldn't have.
Would I not have? Fuck.
No.
Did I lose that bad? 15. No, I was down by 14. Fuck.
Get it 15 and you win.
Well, you know, we do our best. So I'm at 2 shots. Sean, you took your double last week. Proud of you. Hope the wedding was fun. Were you at a wedding? I don't actually know where you were.
Yeah, it was Travis's wedding.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Travis. Lindsay's so much better than you, so I hope you're doing right now.
He can't hear it, but I'm sure he's appreciating it. He's like, man, that David guy. I appreciate him. So
I love Travis.
He's a good guy.
Alec will be up to 2 shots before tomorrow night, the Thursday night game. I have my first one. He better, or he's taking 2. We always said you have to take it before the first game of the week, and there's Thursday night football every game.
Okay.
No, he took one last week.
Okay.
So it's the Beach Grove Bowl squad right now that's struggling, or the Expo Bowl team that is really struggling in the fantasy football department, which might be a curse that Expo Bowl lays on us and is trying to get us to quit fantasy football and join their fall bowling league. I'm not sure, but you know,
I could do it.
I think we could do it too. You saw me at the bachelor party. I go crazy. Don't mess with drunk David on bowling.
I was gonna say no comment on David's condition. So,
all right. Oh, I forgot to do the fucking shots of the week horn, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. What's up, Sean?
The IR spot, Trevor. Can you give better clarity on that? It just kind of popped up.
Yeah, going into the year, we were supposed to have an IR spot. So going into week 1, or after week 1, after people got hurt, we opened up the IR spot because we had forgotten. So you have one spot. If you have a player on IR, you can move them from your bench to IR and then pick up a player either through waiver or after waivers, you can just add a player.
So important fact about that. You have to drop someone and add the IR player to your team. You can't add an IR player straight to your IR because that's what I was trying to do and you can't do that.
Yeah, so if there's an IR player on the waivers, you have to pick them up like you would onto your regular bench, then move them to the IR, and then you pick up a player to fill your bench.
Yes.
For me, like if Herbert had his broken ribs and he was out for 4 weeks and he got put on IR, then I'd be allowed to move him to the IR spot and pick up a QB without having to drop anyone. You only get one IR spot.
Yeah, so, Mitch did that with Dak. He lost Dak, so he put him on IR and he got a spot. And then today I picked up Jamison Williams, who's a receiver on IR for the Lions, and I put him on IR. And then this morning I picked up a kicker because I had nothing.
That's not all you picked up, David.
Oh, and that's our segment of the week, which is when I do the Pongo thing.
He broke his ankles. Intercepted. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. He runs to the 50. He runs to the 40. The guy is drunk, but there he goes.
All right, and that's the to Waiver Wire Wednesday because it's Wednesday, and Sean has been bugging me for 2 years to do a waiver wire spotlight. And so here we go. This is the biggest waiver wire pickup of the week was Garrett Wilson, who had 30 points, 8 catches, 102 yards at 2 tutters, and I put $33 on that. I actually had him at 27 earlier, and then I upped it to 33 right before I went to bed because I was nervous that Trevor was going to throw stacks at this guy.
I had him at 20. I had him at 27.
I knew it.
A couple nights ago, I dropped him down to 24, then maybe to 21 again, and then finally I dropped him down to 17.
So clearly he was a highly contested pick. This is me making up for drafting Elijah Moore and thinking Elijah Moore was going to dominate, but Garrett Wilson has definitely proved himself on the eye test and the target ratio, and my wide receivers suck, especially with Mike Evans suspended. So I'm doing my best. All I have are running backs and tight ends, and that's what I'm just going to have to go with. So
$33 for a rookie wide receiver for the Jets who's Flacco's throwing to. I love it.
Flacco's averaging 46 throws a game, and rookie wide receivers have had an insane success rate lately, so I'm not that mad about it.
This is where we're at. I'm just cracking up because $33 for a Jets wide receiver.
I mean, if you watch the game tape, he looks nuts. So I'm hopeful, and clearly other people were interested. He was the most waiver wire pickup attempt, with 6 or 7 of the 10 teams trying to get him, but David gets the W by throwing his stacks.
I'm just disappointed that Cole Beasley didn't have a bigger following.
You dropped Scotty Miller. Do you know how many targets Scotty Miller got?
Did I think half the Tampa Bucks receiver corps would go out? Like, their whole front line's out. So if you had that on your bingo sheet, go ahead and cross it off, David, but I didn't have it.
I'm just saying, you dropped Scotty Miller, and I was on Red Zone this whole weekend, and I was like, wow, Scotty Miller's getting a lot of screen time. he might be worth something.
Yeah, he might be this weekend. So.
Well, I beat out Bocek and Trevor. Trevor, are you disappointed?
No. I mean, I love the amount of targets this guy's gotten. It's like 20-something after 2 games. I was telling Beck earlier, I'm just here for targets.
Yes, sir.
Targets and ball touches.
Yes, sir.
Give me someone like
That's
Leonard
PPR,
Fournette, who's in the backfield for 90% of the snaps, and it's like, that's the guy I want. Same with Debo. Same with Cooper. Cooper Kupp. I mean,
yes.
And when I say this guy with 20-something targets, it's like, yeah, I want him.
I think it's funny that this morning when the transactions are processed message came out, Buck says Garrett Wilson went for $33. Jesus, and he offered $3 as if that was going to get the job done.
Wait, so did Corey Davis get picked up for the Jets?
Pretty sure Corey Davis is still on waiver.
Which is funny because he's scoring.
He scored twice, but he only has like 4. He has like 6 targets for 2 TDs.
He put up 32 points in the last 2 games. But
his last touchdown was
like 6 or 7 total target.
Yeah,
Bocek has him.
They're just not looking at him.
Bocek got him.
Yeah,
I mean he's putting up just as many points. It's like, well, not as many, but you know what I mean. A good amount of points.
Yeah,
but
you just
targets is like,
When you play PPR, you want to ride targets. So Let's Ride is riding with Garrett Wilson, and please God make it. I hope he's the next Justin Jefferson because I don't know what my receivers are going to do without him. Then we got Tua time, baby, which I, on God, thought someone would put $50. I also can't believe it was Eric who went in on Tua.
Yeah, I'm shocked too, buddy, because Eric's the cheapest fucker in this league. So
doesn't Eric have a real quarterback? Also, am I crazy? Eric has Joe Burrow, and he's like, I'm nervous. I got to get Tua.
He might be using him as trade bait.
I mean, that could be. We'll talk about trade bait on the next slide at Trevor. But yeah, Eric went all in on the Tua train. Actually, he didn't go all in. He went $11, and he just beat out Mitch by 1. Mitch is the one with Dak. He started Kirk Cousins this week. Did not go well for him. Turns out my team was so bad, it was okay that he started Kirk Cousins. And Alec put in a hot $2. Alec obviously does not understand finance because he put in a bet on almost every single one of the waiver targets and he got like 1. So,
in reality, his mind's not wrong, but I think we just have we've gone to such a stupid route here where people have just feared other people into outbidding for dumb prices. At 33 is just like, well, that happens. So I think if you go in other leagues, it's probably normal. A couple bucks here and there for some players, not 33 that we saw for a wide receiver.
I don't know. I think in the early goings, I think people overspend because you want a guy that saves your team the rest of the season. It's kind of like it was the James Robinson effect, right? When James Robinson went crazy that one game, it's like, oh, well, whoever got that guy probably won his league just because he's insane.
You're starting him, right, David? I mean, like he's in your lineup this week.
100%. I don't have Mike Evans, brother. I got Deontay Johnson and space. So I got Chris Olave in there. We got the 3rd string Saints receiver in my lineup, bro. I'm working with shit. It's rookie time, baby. I'm believing in the youth.
I'm rooting for you, bud.
Me too. I'm rooting for me too. And then the other hot waiver wire pickup is Gerald Everett for Trevor, who's been a very consistent tight end. Could not believe he was still on waivers after week 1. As a Travis Kelce owner, I did not attempt to get him because I wanted my dart throws at receiver. But Trevor, you want to explain that? No, he's the starter.
Explain Everett.
Yeah, you won. You got him. What's your hopes for him?
Yeah,
when you already have Zach Ertz, who's been pretty consistent.
Well, my thinking is Zach Ertz could go down at literally any time with an injury. And my backup is Cole Kmet, who has 0 points after 2 weeks.
So
I don't think it's that shocking of a move for me to go out and get a second tight end.
I respect that. I just thought it was interesting that you spent cash on a tight end that's scoring the same as your tight end. But I respect the backup tight end. Also, especially because
the thing is, this guy and guys like this won't be here 4 weeks from now.
Absolutely
3 weeks
not.
from now.
I couldn't believe he was here after week 1.
You have to go out in week 1 and week 2 and fix your draft. I drafted a shitty tight end so far, and he's showing targets and points. And it's like spend money early to fix the shit draft that I had. That's my mindset on it.
Yeah, whatever idiot drafted Dawson Knox. I can't believe he didn't put some money in there.
I'm good with my lineup, man. I'm just gonna have to live off wide receivers.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. I knew you were there, so I wanted to talk shit. You won that convincingly, though. You put $11 on Gerald, right?
Yeah. And
yeah.
I had money on Higbee.
Tony.
Well,
did you have money on Tony? Or no, did you drop
Higbee.
Tony?
Who's Tony?
Tony
Pollard.
I dropped him earlier in the week.
Yeah, Tony got some attention.
I dropped him for Khalil Herbert.
Oh yeah.
Because I have Montgomery, so I wanted a handcuff on my starter.
Montgomery looked good this week.
Yeah, I mean, I had money on Higbee. If I didn't get Everett, I don't know if Higbee got picked up or if he's still sitting on the waiver, but he's getting a ton of targets too.
Alex picked up Jared Goff, which is who I was secretly hoping went through the waivers, but
he went secretly. Alex didn't have to put $1 in on him, did he?
No, he picked him up today. I was trying to decide if I wanted to drop Russ for Goff, and I was going to change my name from Let's Ride to Goff's Plan, but
not bad.
We'll stay. I'm still loyal to the home team.
So, let's say Trevor runs out of waiver wire dollars. Can he just, hit me with a Venmo and I can just, go get the player for him?
I mean, I don't think there's any actual, league policing being done, but Trevor's a technically head commish, so it's up to Trevor to decide.
Mitch asked the question about waiver wire dollars in the U.S. currency, so we should address that.
Yeah, it was 4-1, I think. Which is
4-1. I'm for it.
Interesting.
I'm for it.
Seemed fair.
Seems fair. So
That's all the slides I got, gentlemen. So any hot takes you want to drop right now? Otherwise, we're going to get into the next week predictions.
yeah, I forgot to text it out. Using a Paul Walker gif, send how your week 2 went.
Okay. So last week was SpongeBob, right? This week is Paul Walker.
Scooby Doo was week 1. This week it's Paul. Walker.
Scooby Doo. This week is Paul Walker.
I want a Paul Walker gif describing your
All
week
right.
2 experience.
Rest in peace. And everybody make sure you handle that. Also, I just got a trade offer from Alec Roar. Let's check that out live on cam. Oh, that's almost a real trade offer. Brees Hall and Darnell Mooney for Joe Mixon. Probably not going to accept that. But an interesting one, nonetheless. All right, well, let's get into the matchups this week. We'll start with me because it's automatic. It's Mike versus me, and we're projected to tie. Any thoughts on us tying?
Are you really?
Yeah, 125-13 to 125-13. I'll take the tie. I think we'll tie this week.
Mike gets Kamara and Kittle back. You might be in trouble, David, if he gets Kamara, because he's going to put Thielen on the bench.
Oh, you think Hooper versus Kittle is the difference?
I mean,
I
Kittle
do.
hasn't played. Kittle hasn't played a snap yet. So
Jimmy G's back in.
yeah, he's just going to feed him targets, but he might be in trouble this week. God damn it! If Mike's 2-1 in this league, I'm launching an investigation. David, you're going to win by 6 points.
Love that. Trevor, your thoughts?
I'm about to give you the kiss of death right here, David.
Oh, okay. You
I think
believe?
Mike's team is full of pretenders.
Oh, okay.
I think
Can't wait for Lamar to score 50. Keep going.
I think you will win by 1.2 points.
Oh, that's a thriller. That'd be a banger if it does come down to that. I'm definitely banking on targets because all of my receivers had over 12 targets this last week, or over 11 targets this week. So I have DeAndre Hopkins kicking for me, so hopefully he goes nuts. But yeah, I think I can get Mike this week. Though Jonathan Taylor against Kansas City makes me nervous because I think the only way to beat Kansas City is to run the ball. That being said, I think Indy's if they just got 24-0'd by Jacksonville, I don't know, man.
It's going to be tough.
All right, we'll go to Sean versus Trevor.
All right, Trev, what's the gentleman's agreement?
Yeah, let's make something fun. Let's do some stakes here.
If I
You're both on.
you got to
Let's
wear
do it.
this for a weekend.
Oh God!
Go Pat, go.
All right. If you win, I'll wear that for the next Bears-Packers game.
Ooh.
If I win,
Okay.
I'll send you up a jersey to wear for the next Bears-Packers game.
Ooh.
right.
Shake on it.
Deal. All right, let's go. I'm going to lose.
Okay, also, this Herbert prediction, 30 points, is crazy. There's hardly ever 30-point predictions. It's against Jacksonville.
Learned, 3 broken ribs and cocaine score you 30. So,
Trevor, I think your team is insane. I think your team is cracked as fuck. But I also think Sean's team is really good, except his tight end. And that's the only thing. So it's a banger against you both.
Yeah, it's going to come down to me putting Carson Wentz in on Sunday at 12:59 p.m.
When you don't believe in the GOAT, yeah.
And putting Brady down. So
no, it's going to come down to Tampa Bay goal line. Do they let Fournette run it, or do they do a little play action and Brady just tosses it in? That's going to be the game. Who gets the touchdowns in that game?
Fun fact, there was the highest upvoted post on Reddit today on r/fantasy football was about how Stephon Diggs you should sit him this weekend because of how good Miami is against number 1 wide receivers.
Did you see the bottom line of that post? Did you read the whole thing, or you just
I did. No, I did. I read.
Yeah. You're not gonna tell people the end of it. There?
No, that's for them to find out. And in that case, I will take Sean.
You're dooming me, David, for a fucking Bears jersey.
You should probably play Michael Thomas, is my opinion. And then we'll go to the next matchup, which is 2 0-2ers. Alec Rohr, who's mad about me calling his trade bad, and he called me a communist. Alec versus Bocek. Bocek's quarterback's supposed to put up fucking 30, which is sick. Aaron Jones had an insane week. Darren Waller's good. Kareem Hunt always ready to pop off. And Bocek doesn't have a defense, so we'll see how that goes.
Have we had someone start in this league 0-3 off the jump? Do you guys recall if anyone's been 0-3 to go?
Yes, last year Trevor started 0-4, didn't he?
No,
Was it 2 years ago you started 0-4?
No,
you started 4-0 and then you fell apart. Is that what happened?
Last year I started 1-0 and then I was 1-6.
I thought somebody started 4-0 and then got absolutely railed the rest of the year.
I don't think I did that well. I don't think I did that well to start.
I thought there was a year where you were like, I'm so nuts, and then you lost 6 in a row. You were like, all I feel is pain, but I'm not sure who that was.
I think that was me, but that was the year I got second.
Oh, okay.
I won 6, lost 6, won 4.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
It was something crazy. That was when the 4-loss streak, 5-loss streak, all that came.
Oh yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Well,
okay, I started 0-2. I'm looking really quick to see. I could have swore somebody. I don't know if we've had it, but I feel like somebody may have started 0-3.
I might.
If
have.
not,
I lost so many people to injuries that I lost Raheem Mostert, one of my starting running backs last year. I lost 2 starting running backs the week after.
Just ended already. I don't know. This might be the first year we'll have to have an 0-3 team. So let's see.
Alec is starting Goff's plan. He's hoping CeeDee Lamb and Cooper Rush keep hooking up. Michael Pittman's back. He's got a lot of injury fill-ins, and then he's got Jalen Waddle, who is insane as far as we're from a Miami Dolphins perspective, and then a much more balanced team, quarterback heavy. I'm gonna remember Bocek pumping his chest, picking Josh Allen for the rest of my life. 2 things I'll remember for the rest of my life is Bocek going Josh Allen, white quarterback, and then the second thing being Brian Robinson got shot. Those are the 2 hot things.
And he just picked him up.
Eckler is not an injury fill-in. I meant Jeff Wilson Jr. Sorry, Alec. Apologies for the political
What's Mitch's comment there? I can't see it.
Mitch says if Trevor loses, he has to actually do his last place punishment. Called out. Also, that was an insane... Sean, I'm glad you're re-listening to the podcast, getting the viewership back up.
I didn't. I got to the point of me starting to bitch and moan about it, and I just turned it off.
I listened to 5 minutes because I'm in every single one, and I'm like, what did I say that I caused a problem?
Yeah, I don't even know what I said in it. It just started, and then my Wi-Fi went out.
Yeah. Basically, Trevor, you said that no more time's gonna pass. If you finish last, you're gonna do your punishment. There's gonna be no more stalling it out, and the irony has just never been better.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's good.
I have Alec here by a considerable margin. Also, Alec, I'm getting you a cameo done by Naheem Hines for your birthday.
Oh God.
Because I'm pretty sure he's your favorite player.
Well, someone tell Bocek to start a defense.
You have Alec here?
Yeah. You think Josh Allen just goes nutso?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bocek's on the right here. I'll take Bocek.
Yeah. I gotta take Bocek. I think Derrick Henry's overdue for some points.
They just
He's
lost
only
their
put up-
left tackle for the season.
I still think he's due for a 20 burger here. It's just a matter of time. He's got Aaron Jones, who's just eating out of the backfield right now. He's got a good running back core. So Josh Allen has been unstoppable.
I do think the Bills are going to pace the league and go like I'm worried about the 16-0 or 17-0 for the Bills, but I'll give out the dub here. I believe in him.
CeeDee Lamb, he has been docked by Dak being out. I don't know who the backup is for Dallas, but Pittman's banged up. Eckler's has been Waddle. I mean, he's going to have to live off them. Goddard's been having a decent year, but I don't know. I think once Bocek plugs his defense in, he's gonna take him. So
I believe in my son.
all right, next game.
The most mismatched game of the league, third place versus ninth place, even though Mitch has scored, I think, less than Eric. Eric is not starting a team, so that makes it hard to compare.
Is Eric going to start Tua, you think, or is he going to put Burrow in?
I don't know. Eric's team kind of cringe. I don't really know.
Yeah, it's not good.
He has.
It's not good at all.
He has maybe the best fantasy player in the league in DeAndre Swift, and then it's like, ooh, what else do you have?
Yeah,
you just call
he's
DeAndre Swift the best fantasy player in the league.
Don't forget David got drunk off of him last season. So
Have you seen his points though?
he's
What
got
is it?
42.
As far as
42.
running backs go, running backs are. I mean, if he gets full,
Okay, well that's a different story. But you said you didn't say running back. You said the best fantasy player.
sorry, I should have said that per value he got. When did he get Swift? It ate the 13th pick or something.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and take a look here.
Now we're just changing the context of what. you
Yeah,
said.
well,
I
we're
was just
going.
going
Yeah,
back to the-
we're doing
Yeah,
too deep.
all right.
I'm just saying, DeAndre Swift has been arguably the best running back so far, and Dalvin Cook has struggled. Dalvin Cook is projected more than DeAndre Swift, and Eric technically should have a good team. It's just his team is kind of struggling.
DeAndre Swift went 13th.
Yeah, so I would say overproducing, he's been doing okay. I think the quarterbacks are. I think there's going to be a trend in the next couple of years where because we have 6-point passing touchdowns, quarterbacks need to start going earlier. You can't go. I think that the Bocek choice of Josh Allen that early actually was really smart because we do value quarterbacks in this league higher than a lot of other leagues.
Who do you got? So I'm taking Mitch this week. Eric's going to suffer to 0-3 with Alec.
Jamar Chase no longer has Sauce Gardner-Johnson because he's hurt. So, yeah, I'm going to take Mitch.
All right, fuck it. I'll take Eric
All right.
by 3.
So, yeah, I'm not, I don't love Mitch's lineup, but I hate Eric's. So this will be the week Eric scores 150. So
Robinson's going to score more than 11.
I would think. But I don't know. The Chargers defense is good, and it's at LA. They have maybe the best pass rush in the league. So that'll be interesting. But
let's see. I think if Eric gets Keenan Allen back, that's a good sign. Jerry
Yes.
Jeudy gets him back, it's good.
Yes.
He can move some things around there, but it's,
Tampa Bay
it's gonna be tough.
The Tampa Bay getting 13 on defense seems a little sketch.
Their defense is really good.
Yeah, but it's Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers week 1?
It's not been good.
I mean, it's in Tampa Bay. It's a Florida game. It's weird that people talk about how snow games are hard, but also people going to this to Florida struggle. Like Bill Belichick going to Miami, he can't do it. Florida is a weird environment because it's so humid. And then this is our matchup of the week for sure. It's 1 versus 2, Buck versus Arno.
Aaron versus Aaron. What's they got to have a? I feel like a gentleman's wager needs to be made in the chat. Go
There
ahead,
there
Buck,
is an
Aaron.
Aaron. There usually is an Aaron clause that they do something, but both of these teams are insane. I think the only weak player on either of their lineups is maybe DJ Moore, who's going to be covered by Marshawn Lattimore most of the game. But they're still an insane talent lineup here.
Dude, Aaron O's got the sun god. All hail the sun god. Saquon Barkley looks good and healthy.
Yeah, even though he
McCaffrey
didn't
looks
score a
good.
ton last week, he still was good.
Who's this wide receiver for Baltimore? Someone fill me in. I can't keep up anymore.
Devin Duvernay has scored 3 touchdowns so far. He scored 2 long touchdowns from Lamar Jackson in the first game, and then he returned a kick for a touchdown in the first play of the second game.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a big it's kind of how all of Baltimore has been. Like, Rashad Bateman has 2 touchdowns. They're both over 50 yards. Like, they're big play lotto tickets, basically.
I don't know. This one's tough. This is a good game. It's gonna be a great game.
I like Aaron O because I like the Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown connection. I think it's insane. And I hate DJ Moore. I think he sucks against New Orleans.
Could you imagine every week having McCaffrey and Barkley and just waiting for
That's-
Oh,
the
dude,
two to get hurt?
I'd kill myself.
The amount of stress to have both of them.
Yeah, it's not good.
I hope Aaron O's personal life is extremely settled because the rest of it would be I would hate it.
Has Aaron O's won this league once, right?
No, he got second place last year.
Oh, he did. Okay,
Comfortably.
Well, that's better than...
He was the 1 seed, I think, but he got second place.
Well, let's let Buck get another win, so he comes back for another season, and then watch him just turn to shit. So I'll go Buck here for the sake of him coming back for one more year. So if he starts losing, he's like, I'm not playing.
So far,
Go Buck here.
Kitchen Counter Drafting Gang has done really well. Me, Mike, and Aaron Beck have pretty high scores.
Easy on the mic shit. Easy on the mic shit.
I'm just saying he scores a lot.
Yeah.
Let me make one thing be clear. I don't ever want to loop myself in with Mike, but
Good.
I'm just saying that is how it is.
All right.
And that is
Trevor,
that
who you
is
got?
all our matchups this week. Do you guys have anything else you want to sign off with? Mike is in the chat. Holy shit! He says, "Oh, I score a lot."
That you weirdly just sounded like Mike.
I tried my best. That was my Mike impression.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Now
it
just
at all.
imagine me with a really gross beard, and then that's my.
Oh,
Just kidding,
my God.
Mike. I love you. I don't, but except not because I don't want you to sleep with me, and I know you've tried like twice.
Okay, so all right. So first place next week. I'm going Buck.
You got Buck in first. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Aaron O.
All right.
Buck is gonna be on the podcast next week. He promised me because I've tried to get him on the last 2.
Dude, he's got a girlfriend, man. He's off the market.
That's why he told me.
he's
He
done.
literally he told me he can't go because his girlfriend has his computer. Not a joke.
That's not all she has. Anyway,
I've been saying that.
So, all right. So I think Trev's got the floor now for the last part.
My final pick, is that the last part? I'm going Aaron
That and our segment that you and I are going to run really quick.
Oh, you guys have a segment. Cool.
Mhm.
Also, I forgot to mention, ESPN kicked me out of the studio. They said I wasn't generating enough revenue, so I'm back in my own house. That's the Miller Lite case that Sean bought me for my bachelor party. It's still there.
Attaboy.
Working through it. I think I got 4 left. Trevor's an alien now, so Trevor, let's break it down before we get out of here. Sorry, I don't know why I popped that alien up. Sean called me today with a punishment. Personally, I don't think it's as punishable as it should be, but I'll pass it over to Sean.
All right. So I think a few of us have seen the guy that lost his fantasy league and had to go and try to qualify at an amateur PGA event.
Oh, yeah.
So what I was proposing is Trevor's a good enough golfer where they won't kick him off the course, right? So he can hang around. but he'll still probably finish dead last. I mean that in the nicest way to Trevor. But the loser of this year has to be his caddy while he does it next summer.
Oh, I'm into that. I'm down.
So
I like that.
So it right. So it includes both people now that like the season's passed from last year. So Trev's got to try to qualify. He has to stay sober because it's not like he can get lit on that golf course. So that's even more punishment. And then that guy's got to carry Trevor's fucking clubs all weekend.
Can the guy carrying the clubs be hammered? So he's like, you're about 150 out when he's like 270 out.
Just giving shitty advice. Just giving shitty advice.
You should get your 9-iron out here, brother. You got this. Yeah.
So I feel like we can figure out where Trev's going and then just heckle the shit out of him while he's playing.
Yeah, I'm down. I sound off in the group chat if you're a fan of this. Make sure you make your opinions loud and clear. We will I wish you all good luck this week, except for whoever I'm playing, who I already forgot. Except Mike.
I hope to God
Mike
doesn't. Mike's not the one carrying my bags.
Yeah. So. Mike has already benched his entire starting lineup against me so that he can do it. Alec also has said he won't win another game.
What did Mitch say?
Mitch said, "Take your driver off the deck," which I'm a fan of.
Did you say I'm tanking? I feel like I see.
Alex said I'm tanking, or Mitch said I'm tanking. Alex said I won't win another game. So the good news is people want to carry your balls, bud. You should take that as a good thing. Hashtag tank for Trevor, says Mitch, which I think I've seen before for a different cause. But on that note, we're going to end the live podcast. Thank you all for watching. This will be available on YouTube as soon as I can get it uploaded. Thank you, Sean and Trevor, for joining. We'll be back next week with Beck and a mystery guest. Maybe Mitch. I've been trying to get Mitch on, but Mitch has like child and wife and God, and those are important things to be around. So I understand that it's hard to get involved. So we'll figure out who else is coming. I took my dumpster fire shot straight from the bottle, so no one can get mad at me.
You poured it in a shot glass.
Shut your mouth, Trevor. It was in my goofy shot glass. And
I'm just holding you accountable.
Thank you. And good luck, everybody, this week. Jesse Herman will be a guest at some point, don't worry. So will probably Kevin Keane and maybe Travis. Great. On that note, I'm going to sign off. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and enjoy this week of fantasy football. Bye-bye.
All right.